Now we're rolling with that vision of loveliness. June Burkhart. All right. You told us some stories last time about the war, and I requested from your sister, my wonderful Auntie Brenda, a topic. And I received a topic for you to talk about. Now, I have heard that even though there was a war, life went on, that you had other activities that you did, and you didn't stay huddled up afraid in your house. You went out and did stuff. And I heard you were such a rebel sometimes that you stayed out a little longer than you should. So there is a story I've heard in the past that I'd love to hear again about a little girl hunting, what are they called, winkles? Is this true? Snails? Tiddly bits? I can't remember your actual story, but I'm going to let you talk.
You're talking about when I was a lot older.
Okay. Was it still during the war?
During the war.
Right.
You didn't go far from home. You went out on the street and played marbles and skipping and hopscotch. But when the air raid warnings went, we all disappeared to our homes. But we always played out on the street until anything happened like that.
So even during war, you got the most powerful country in the world trying to bomb you to submission. You guys still went out on the street and behaved like children. You played, you hung out with each other, you did everything that you would do. Well,
and then when we for hopscotch, we used to go just across a corner where they'd been bombed to get some slate from the debris to play hopscotch with.
So you would pick up pieces that had been exploded and use it to throw and play.
The houses were flattened,
right?
And we used to search for the stuff from the kitchens, you know, to get a flat piece to play hopscotch with.
I wonder how many kids know the game of hopscotch now.
Excuse me?
I said I wonder how many kids actually know the game of hopscotch now.
Not the way we played it, no.
So did you have...
We had the paving stones we numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you threw the slate on one and you picked it up and hopped round, and then you tried for 2 and then 3 and 4, 5.
And the first person to do it without messing up was the winner.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, I remember playing hopscotch when I was little too. All right, so is there a time that you found out that you were only a little tiny bit faster than Nanny when she found you out longer than you should have been? Do you remember that story?
Oh, you're talking about when I went over to the park and fished.
Fished? It wasn't for snails.
I was fishing with a bent pin and a piece of cotton on a stick, and I caught these little tiddlers.
Tiddlers.
Tiddlers, we called them. And I put them in a jam jar, and never realizing there was a air raid on, because I was too... She'd come home from work and found I wasn't there. And so she came over, she knew probably where I was, and came over, and she's running up to me, and I'm holding up my jam jar full of fish and saying, "Look, Mum!" And she got up, and first the jar went back in the pond, and then I got a swatting. And every time, as I was running home, every time she caught up to me, she was smacking my bottom.
You ran really fast.
Well, I don't know about that fast. She was pretty good, too.
So was that during an air raid? You just couldn't hear it at the pond?
But that's right. The thing was, there was no probably planes coming over, but I could have got a piece of shrapnel, and if it hit me when the gun started, like I did once, and it landed on a tin helmet, though, that I
Right.
was wearing. But you couldn't be out in an air raid with the bombs going because of this stuff from the shrapnel from the guns came
So
down.
the
And it was red hot.
anti-aircraft fire was shooting shrapnel to get them, and it would come back down and hit you guys.
Pardon?
The British guns were shooting up, right?
They were trying to get the planes before they reached the Royal Arsenal in central London. Yeah, but they were only about half a mile from my house.
Okay, so
So they used to keep the ceilings down, just the vibration from them.
were you so far from them you couldn't hear it? Is that what happened? Were you just really liking
Too-
your tiddlers?
Yeah, too interested in the tiddlers. I don't think they were going then.
Right.
I don't think the guns were going off.
But they could have at any point.
Oh, yes. If they'd come over, they would have done.
So Nanny came down and got you.
Real good.
All right. Well, it has been 6 minutes.
FYI, everybody knows, everyone knows the rules for hopscotch now.
Oh, my son lets me know that everybody still knows the rules for hopstock. Andrew says, FYI, for your information, everybody still knows how to play hopscotch. That's nice to know that it's a game that hasn't lost.
I
Right.
said a lot of people. I don't know how to play hopscotch.
And we also
Oh.
played Five Stones.
5 stones.
I don't know how to play
They're-
that either.
Little square blocks, and you throw them up, get them on the back of your hand. Then
Oh.
throw it up and catch them, and then pick them up one by one as you throw it.
All right. What, do you still remember how to play it?
Excuse
Do you
me?
still remember how to play 5 stones?
We tried to make our own Five Stones during the war, digging clay out the ground. but
Right.
They didn't work so good.
Well, you know what? Maybe next time we'll either continue war stories or perhaps we'll give a lesson on 5 stones. If you can teach us, that'd be wonderful. So, we're going to sign off. Once again, thanks to my beautiful mother for telling us a story about the war. And hopefully, we'll continue next Thursday. Love you, Mom.